Hi, in today's Strive to Success interview, we have Shilpa Verdi. Hi, welcome Shilpa.
Hello, Madhu. How are you?
I'm good. Shilpa is an outstanding woman. Like I really love working with her. She brings 100% commitment to what we do, and it shows in her results because it's just been what more than just a month since we started working, and Shilpa has already cracked an amazing interview and literally got her dream job at the next level. So I'm really excited about it. And Shilpa is actually moving to Brisbane just in, I think, a week's time, Shilpa,
Yeah, I'm going on this Saturday, so
this
it's only
Saturday.
it's only 6 days.
Oh, wow. Wow. So tell us a little bit about what you're looking forward to right now.
So I think it's more like I want to go and be myself first. So yes, looking for just be me myself and
Mm,
being an independent and being a happy person. And I think everyone dream of a really good, like, happy place, or um what do you call uh, the positive environment. So
yeah.
yeah, I'm looking into that kind of like new location, new job, new life. Yeah,
Yeah.
and bit of more independent and yeah, being
Nice.
my
It's literally like your second innings.
yeah,
Fresh
that's it.
start. so
Yeah,
so
that's it.
tell us a little bit about how things were just about a month and a half back when we first met.
Oh yeah, that was a like I never expect that how I got to Madhu. Like it was more like I think it's more like destiny. You meant to meet few fabulous people like Madhu. So I think it was through LinkedIn.
Yeah.
We was on LinkedIn, and I was like looking for the jobs or people I can get into the new because it's just I was not happy with the work or at my workplace, the toxic or the negativity around, and I was just not happy. And it was a lot of things which were bothering me, or it's all about a bit of like you want to take out somewhere. So yeah, so I start looking for the jobs and just looking into the jobs and getting in to know Madhu, which was just a recommendation. Now I just like other day I was saying to Madhu, it's amazing how we met. And
Yeah.
it's been such a really nice journey with her, and how she listened to me. And I think the way I went into her profile, and I think I read that poem and that few of the article, which I was like, oh my god, yeah, she can be really like good. So I think she really impressed me, and that's how I messaged her, and we were talking, and then she called me back, and it was such a good, like, interesting chat. And yeah, she told me like she had the same kind of experiences. And yeah, so it was more of a common thing, and it was easy to communicate. And knowing that the person can understand the same kind of things, and have the same values, and coming from different, same culture. And I think she was really good in understanding, and the way she's such a good listener, and a lot of patience with me as well. So yeah, a lot of time, and the way she put so much efforts in me, especially meeting me in person. I don't think she was doing with other clients, but yeah, she was always like positive towards me. And whenever I had really shit moments during my since like March, and had a bit of lots of roller coaster, and I was upset that I want to take it out. And I used to call Madhu, is like, oh my god, I want to cry. So yeah, it was it. And thanks Madhu for being there for me. And it
You're
was
so
really,
welcome.
yeah, so it was really good. So now I'm more I'm trying, I'm still like I've still got bit of things. I won't say that it's the end. I'm still
Yeah.
working on it. uh, she she worked on in the last meeting, and how we're going to aim for the next few months, and how we're going to aim in the new job. And let's see
Yeah.
how we're rocking.
Yeah.
So more about the self control, and how I'm going to control my emotions, and how I'm going to counteract with some, decision making. And and the most is I have to just be very firm that I need to believe in myself so that everyone can believe in myself. And I, just those kind of, I think those were values which were always in me, but I never, what you call,
Understood and acknowledged and actually expanded your strengths.
so it's more enlightenment and yeah, there was self-awareness or self-realization to start with. I think that's how I approach Madhu as well. So I think I was lucky, or I'm clever in that way. But yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, Madhu can see my improvements.
Yeah. Forget about me. How do you feel? How do you think things have changed for you?
Oh, definitely the way, like in the first meet, or in like 2 weeks before, like how in the meetings or on the phone I was more overwhelming, and I was getting into emotions and crying the way I was just talking, and then I will just get into the tears, and I just want to cry. It's just too much, like it's a huge rock on my chest, like it just, and it was just a lot. I was not well. So I think talking to people, and you need bit of those people who can understand you and listen to you, and then you have to
Yeah,
take
sometimes it can get
emotions and
really lonely, right? Especially
yeah,
in a corporate environment. Like you can't really,
yeah.
sometimes it gets really lonely. Like the journey when you're struggling, you can't really trust people to speak, to share it
Yeah,
with.
it's the same. It was hard even among the family, like friends. It was quite challenging because there's a lot of expectations. People expect a lot from you. Like you're gonna be, like you are the woman. Like you are the in charge of this house. So you have to be 100% perfect all the time. So which is not. I'm not well. So
Mm.
everyone had their own thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I got to know when was my last day at work, and there was that farewell, and I did such a good speech, I think, and all the head of department and so many people wanted to say about me, or few words for me, and that was really good. And I just couldn't believe. I told Madhu that how I didn't cry, or I don't know, but it was just different, and that's not me. That was something where I found
You found a new version of
something.
yourself.
There's initial fun, yeah, because I
Nice.
can't. That's always like tears always come from me.
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
I'm sad or happy, or it just. But it's just something. I think I'm getting more stronger, or
Of course.
emotionally, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Beautiful. So talk me through how it was different this time when you gave the interview, how it was different for you.
Oh yeah. So the first time when the incident happened, because that was the thing when I was hurt, because I had the interview, and in the interview I got really nervous, and I knew the stuff I've been doing for 12 years, and I was doing the exact same role for almost 3 years. But when you go in the interview and facing the same people you work with, and I was like, more they're gonna judge me, or what they're gonna think of me, and I had those kind of thoughts, and I was just like nervous, or I just couldn't really do well. But then it was a lot of things that people know me, what I'm saying, or how I do, because that was my daily to daily thing. But
So just to give a reference, Shilpa is referring to the interview that she gave internally in her current organization.
and then when I start looking, so yeah, there was bit of issues with that. But then I start looking for the other jobs, and I had really good interviews with very good organizations. So for example, our CPA QAP, that was based in Sydney, that was on video conference, and I did really well. And they and another one, which was the Brisbane one, so as a senior scientist IHC, and that was really good one. So I was more confident and very precise, and and yeah, it did help, because Madhu helped me with the interview process. Like she gave me whole set of. I didn't have the whole set to go through, because it was just day before. But yeah, in rough, like she got time out for me and just told me beforehand how to really put your words, and how to present yourself in the interview. And few typical words were like, rather than I think you have to say, I believe, and
Yeah.
things I never thought these
Nice.
make such a big difference. So
Yeah.
it's just and I'm still learning. I won't say this is the,
Mm.
I've got whole sheets and I'm still learning every day.
Yeah, of course.
Whole big journeys to still happen. So let's see. And she's aiming, like she was saying, oh, you can be leader. So yes.
Course. I think the last conversation that me and Shilpa had was actually now that she's stepping in a new organization in a completely new setup. I wanted to set her up for success. So we had a chat about your 90-day plan. How was that?
Oh, that was good. Like when I like when Madhu asked me for that thing, like the last one, and I was like, okay. I didn't really think that she's gonna plan me for that kind of like 90-day. But now it's so like it's so I know what I need to do. So
Mm,
she did
beautiful.
all like she frame all the stuff what I'm looking at, like how am I how what I'm thinking for that day, and in the same day after a year how I'm thinking of a dream day, and
Your ideal day.
yeah, it
You're
was just
literally designing your ideal life. Does it feel like
yes,
that?
yes, it was really good. And now it's just like uh, she planned like the 90-day goals, like how the June gonna be, and how I'm gonna create my reputations and all, like or how I'm gonna start my proper each to each step to in the new organization teamwork, and yeah, it was really helpful. So yeah, it's the 3 months she planned for, almost 3 months for me for the moment.
Yeah.
How
So,
I'm gonna,
just to let
how I'm
you
gonna,
know, yeah,
yeah.
the secret to success, the recipe is actually to set 90-day goals. That's why I help Shilpa set 90-day goals. Because apparently 6 months is too far, 1 year is too far in the head. We don't know how to narrow down. And 90 days is like the magic number. It gives clarity and it gives actionable steps. Isn't that so, Shilpa? Like you know what to do week 1, week 2.
I've
And
got written down, so I can't really remember, but I've got
yeah,
the notes. She provided me notes and all. So I'm gonna stick to my benches, like when I'm gonna start, so what I'm gonna aim for. And it's gonna
and how
help
you're going to build your influence.
my personal levels as well. So
Yeah,
I want to have the healthy life altogether,
absolutely.
as well as personally and for myself. So I think mental health is the most important for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, just one last thing that I want to check, Shilpa, other than just your career, which of course has transformed quite a bit, how has your personal, like, your emotional health, your relationship with your kids, and, your husband, how is that? Has anything changed in that space?
Um, yeah, yeah, a lot. So yeah, I remember when I spoke to you first time, Madhu. So
Mm,
it was more like I didn't really tell you like what happened, but
mm,
there was a lot of things, and because there's a lot of frustration at work, and then it's the family and the kids. Everyone get affected because of
mm.
something, because it's all within. So
Yeah,
and then because I'm not happy, if I'm not happy within me, so
yeah,
everything around me is not. So
that's right.
I think, and the problem was it was affecting the relation, and and then Madhu was the first person, and she told me like it was just a small incident with my husband, and she told me like what, it's she gone through all, like listening to me very patiently, like how what the what my personality is like, what I really want, and she listened to me carefully, and then at the end, like she came to the conclusion about, like she was just like, it's nothing wrong in saying sorry to your husband, because it was just like, because people always say, people always listen to one side of the story and don't look at the other. So
Mm.
I think Madhu listened to me, and as well as she was listening to me carefully, and then and she was picturing everyone or the surroundings around as well. Even she could picture my husband and what was going on, and she said, you know it's all right, the things happen, it's all the problems which are there, it's all self-created, and it's only you who can fix it. So yeah, that was really
That's a
helpful.
beautiful one, Shilpa. Thanks for sharing that because that's a very important message that Yeah, we actually are the answer. We are the problem and we
Yeah,
are the answer.
yeah, that was the thing which really impressed me to carry on with you, Madhu.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks for sharing. I just want to ask you, there are a lot of ambitious women out there who are stuck in a similar thing. They want to they want more from their lives and their careers. They want to progress to the next level, just like you did. So, what is the one thing that you would like to tell them?
Hmm. What should I say? I just say believe in yourself, and first is like you believe in yourself and being a positive and calm and happy person, and I think health and which is like physical and mental health is the most important thing. And I believe like if you go into that kind of fitness, your mental health, and you have you value your core values are good, like you follow the simple rules, and you
Mm,
can have a really successful life as well, like personally as well as in the professional. But I think it's the all believe in everyone and in
yeah,
yourself. So
beautiful.
yeah, and I'm on the spiritual pathway as well. I do yoga a lot, and I go for hiking, and that's like a meditation for me. So
Mm,
I'm still learning. There's a lot way to go, but yeah, I want to be a yoga teacher, so which is also a learning lesson for me.
mm.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Shilpa is very active. She's a hiker and she's very, very fit for her age. I sort of look up to her in that sense. I think I'll be your first yoga
yeah,
student, Shilpa, if at all
yeah,
you plan to.
yes, yes. Yeah.
And I really look forward to what lies ahead. I think the future looks really exciting for you.
Let's
I'm
see.
very excited.
Yeah, let's see, Madhu. Thanks
Yeah.
for helping me out in my the worst phase. But I think it happens in everyone's life at some stage,
Mm,
and sometimes you have to just let it go. And it's nothing wrong in crying or
yeah.
screaming or getting your emotions out. And sometimes you have to. I just learned from Madhu the because I was just saying that it can be a bit harsh to say, because that's how I used to feel. You don't have to please everyone. So
Mm,
you have
absolutely.
to learn yes and no at the
Yeah.
right time. So I know it can be very harsh for at certain stages, but that's what I learned. Like,
Beautiful.
you
Thanks
have
for
to,
sharing.
this is like the step what I'm doing is
Mm,
for myself first.
mm,
It's with me, but I think this is the first time I'm taking this step, and this is for me, and
yeah.
I'm very proud
Saying
of
yes to
myself.
yourself.
Yes, so I'm very proud of it, and I have to be just very courageous.
Yeah. Amazing.
Thanks for
Amazing.
being such a nice guru to me in my.
No, I'm not a guru at all. I think you did all the work, and that's the results. That's what's showing in your results. Like I mentioned, you bring 100% commitment. You brought 100% commitment to every conversation that we had, and that's why you are where you are today. All the very best, Shilpa,
Thank
and
you, Madhu.
have fun in Brisbane. We'll definitely catch you up when I come there.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Madhu. And
All right.
thank you everyone for watching this. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.